welcome to Michigan Time. I'm your host, Sophia Lynch. Unfortunately, this is our last episode of the calendar year. But don't worry, just like E. coli, we'll be back. The snow is falling, Mariah Carey is de-thawing, and seasonal depression is upon us. You know what that means? It must almost be Christmas time. And what better way to honor the end of the year and of our fall season than with a look back at 2018. Nothing makes you question the fabric of time and space more than remembering what happened in January at the end of the year. So we want to do just that and blow your minds by looking back at all that happened in the span of 2018.
So far away, doesn't anybody stay in one place?
The year was kicked off with the Time's Up movement, which gave us all hope for the future of gender equality, only to be eventually crushed by every single action of the Trump administration.
This confirmation process has become a national disgrace. National disgrace. National disgrace.
Oh. I'm getting word that allegedly we had the Winter Olympics this year, but I don't know. We might want to fact check that. But we didn't even win in the event we have the most experience in, shooting shit. It's in the biathlon. Look it up. In 2018, we've seen teachers equipped with bucket of rocks, miniature baseball bats, and hockey pucks, none of which are gun control. But one good thing did come out of this: the rise in political involvement seen in the youths of America, since it was becoming overwhelmingly clear that they would probably die if they didn't. The March for Our Lives was organized by Stoneman Douglas students and held on March 24th. According to Vox, this was the largest youth protest since the Vietnam War era. Yeah, it looks like those bucket of rocks aren't doing enough. Speaking of people who aren't doing enough to protect others, Mark Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg was brought before the Senate for questioning on how Facebook plans to protect its users' privacy in the future. This hearing revealed many already known things: that these senators are dinosaurs, asking questions like, is Twitter the same as what you do? And that Zuck's got that wagon. In some personal news, though, we did lose a close, dear friend. Michigan Time. As you can tell, we are still grieving this loss. You betrayed us, Lishel! How dare you! In other news, Roseanne, the TV show, was rebooted this year, since 2018 is the year of rebooting, but was quickly canceled after the titular character tweeted out the N-word. Barr claimed that she did so as a result of taking Ambien that night. I must have missed that part of the commercial where they say side effects might include instances of racism? In June, following the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl win, sorry Brady, and the team publicly denying the chance to visit our toupee-wearing Tangerine. But don't worry, the annoying orange had another special visit from Kim. Two Kims, actually. Kim Kardashian took up prison reform as a hobby and met with the president in early June to discuss drug pardons. Only a week later, and after 3 unsuccessful marriages, Trump finally learned the meaning of true unconditional love when he met Supreme Leader and cartoon character come to life, Kim Jong-un. The meaning went as well as he managed to only offend a minimal amount of people, going from a story about some of the worst people in the world to the fucking best story of the entire year. We turn to Thailand. On June 23rd, 12 Thai boys and their soccer coach were trapped inside a cave that flooded. What seemed like a certain disaster turned into a Mission Impossible-esque rescue operation, with divers recovering all the boys and their coach by July 10th. It turned out to be a happy ending, one of the few we've gotten this year. What didn't have a happy ending, much like most of the things this year, the relationship between pop star Ariana Grande and SNL member Pete Davidson. This year, Grande and Davidson started dating, got engaged, and then broke up. And that wasn't even within a year. That was just within a 4-month span. Thank you, next. We wanted to recap this year because it looks like we're not going to have a next year with climate change. Over Thanksgiving, the Trump administration released a report confirming what we all knew to be true, but never really wanted to admit. We're all fucked. And we're probably going to stay that way since we have a man who said he has too high levels of intelligence to believe in global warming. Well, great. That's that. We're all going to die before we're 40. Love to see it. Well, on that positive note, why don't we throw it to midweek for something lighter? Abby, Gloria, what do you have for us this week?
Thank you, Sophia. I'm Abby Schutze.
And I'm Gloria Fall, and this is your Midweek Update Morning Edition.
As usual, Florida is in the news this week. Police in Dania Beach, Florida, were quick to respond to an aggravated assault charge when a woman held a knife up to a man's throat while waiting in line at the dollar store. The woman had accidentally farted, and the man complained, sparking this physical altercation and the woman pulling out a knife. Now, wait a minute. I just want to say it's been a real rough fall semester, so please back off.
Wow, what a jerk. Speaking of which, in an interview on Sunday, Pope Francis expressed concern on homosexuals among priests. All right, Pope Francis, just because we once thought of you as the cool pope does not mean we're going to let that slide. You know what would be cool? If you were a little less worried about gay priests and more worried about child molesting priests.
Well, on the topic of future concerns, a paper published in the Environmental Research Letter just before Thanksgiving suggests a new and unusual plan in the future of combating climate change. A pair of researchers from Harvard and Yale suggest dimming the sun using chemicals in the atmosphere to reflect the sunlight back into space. This plan to dim the sun would cost an initial price of $3.5 billion and would cost $2.5 billion to maintain yearly, proving that humanity will try just about everything to prevent climate change other than taking the stairs to the 3rd floor.
In other ridiculous news, CNN published an article this week saying that dogs are not as smart as we previously thought. In fact, they go so far as to state that dogs are not even that special. This is the one and only time I will ever agree with Donald Trump, because CNN, this is fake news.
Something that isn't fake, how concerning this next story is. A man in New Orleans was arrested this month for a bomb threat, which he claims to just be a misunderstanding. According to employees at Willie's Chicken Shack, Arthur Posey yelled at the employees, saying, "Y'all about to close right now because I'm gonna get a bomb and blow this place up." But I feel like this is just a real crappy way of saying he had to take a fat shit.
Meanwhile, pop star and highlight of all the Camp Rock movies, Nick Jonas, married his fiancee, Priyanka Chopra, this past weekend. The wedding took place in Chopra's home country of India and included only their close friends and family. Yep, that's right. Nick Jonas got married this weekend, which means the funeral for my childhood dreams will be held tomorrow.
Speaking of childhood, a study by Forbes announced this year's wealthiest YouTuber as Ryan from Ryan Toy Reviews. In these trendy videos, 8-year-old Ryan receives toys and plays with them and then reviews them. He has a following of over 17 million people, and Forbes estimates that Ryan made about $22 million this year. Bro, what the fuck am I doing in college?
In other social media news, the site used by everyone that one time when they were in 7th grade is in the news. That's right, the social media site Tumblr has come under fire for announcing their plan to ban all pornographic content effective on December 17th. They plan on banning all pornographic images from their website unless it could be considered artistic, educational, newsworthy, or political. Wait, so what would Tumblr be used for then?
In other porn news, Starbucks has decided to block porn on their Wi-Fi starting next year. But that still gives you about a month, so get it while you can. My question though, do we really have a problem with people no longer masturbating in public?
In response to Starbucks' recent announcement, the porn website YouPorn has retaliated against Starbucks by announcing that they will now be banning the coffee from their office, giving new meaning to revenge porn.
In more weird news, the Phi Delta Phi fraternity house has been experiencing slightly disturbing presence this holiday season. The Law Frat has experienced a plethora of piss-filled bottles believed to have been thrown from South Quad. Wow, how disgusting these boys are that they can't even throw away the bottles they pee in.
Hang on, that's a little bit sexist. Girls can pee in bottles just as well as boys can.
No, they can't.
Yes, they can. Watch.
Wow, well, okay, I guess I stand corrected.
Damn straight you do. I'm Gloria Fall.
And I'm Abby Schutze, and this has been your midweek update.
Back to you, Sophia.
Thanks, ladies. That was something. Well, I think we can all agree that it's been a crazy year. And there's no better way to look back at the peaks of craziness than through the state of Florida. And Richard Marx. And no, not the 80s singer. So we're going to wrap up 2018 with our first ever game show segment by looking at a year in headlines, both real and fake, and leave it up to our contestants to decide who did these heinous acts, Richard or the Florida man. Dominique and Justin, come on down. Oh, all right. Looks like Richard is joining us as well. Welcome, Richard.
You are welcome.
I don't know if you understand what's going to be Okay.
I don't understand much.
Anyways, Justin and Dominica, why do you two think you're up to this behemoth of a task?
Are you kidding me? Look up the word overshare in the dictionary. You'll find a picture of Richard Marx. I know everything about the kid. And I didn't ask.
Yeah, seriously. Writer's Room is actually just a nice title for what turns out to be recurring Richard therapy sessions.
All right, well, we've clearly got two experts on set today, so let's cut to the chase. Who did it, Richard or the Florida man? Man wants jury to watch his sex tape. Dominica.
Gotta be Florida man. You've gotta have sex to have a sex tape.
Correct.
Hurtful, but true.
Moving on. Man tries to steal 850 pairs of underwear from Victoria's Secret. Justin.
Richard. Gotta be.
Wrong. Florida man again. Next. Man takes sex doll out for nice romantic dinner. Justin again.
I got it this time. Gotta be Florida man.
Ooh, wrong again, Justin. So sorry. The correct answer was none other than Richard Marx.
Take that, loser.
I'm the loser.
Boys. Okay, another one. Man fakes death to get out of potentially losing his virginity. Dominica.
Florida man. Richard is dying to lose his virginity.
Hey.
I'm so sorry. That is actually Richard, though I completely follow your thinking there.
Well, you know, it's actually a funny story. So, a girl invited me back to her place.
Oh, moving on. Man crawls into Cracker Barrel bathroom to into bathroom stall to proposition occupant for sex.
Richard!
Florida man.
Oh, we've got some contention. Richard, I'll let you do the honors. You or the Florida man?
Florida man.
All right, people. Let's move on to the lightning round. Don't think too much, just press the button. Here we go. Man flashes buttocks at IHOP after impersonating a police officer to get free food. Dominica.
Richard.
Incorrect. Man takes sex class and hopes he'll learn how to have sex. Justin.
Gotta be Richard.
Correct. Man flees library on scooter after smelling a woman's feet. Justin again.
Richard. On a bird.
Dang, thought you were on a roll there. Incorrect. Man stands in store parking lot waving to customers while masturbating. That's a close one, but Justin again.
Richard.
Yep.
You know, I thought you guys were my friends, but now I see you're actually my fans.
Yikes. Incorrect. That was the Florida man. Man exclusively watches porn at Starbucks. Justin.
Richard.
Nailed it. Okay, last one. Tiebreaker. Man dresses as woman for free drinks, ends up eloping.
I got this one. I saw his wedding ring the other day. It's Richard.
Correct. Dominica, you are the winner of 2018's Richard or the Florida Man. But really, does anyone win in this situation?
I think we all do. We all learned some interesting facts about me, and I think
All right,
everyone.
to be honest, while some of these may seem very plausible for the sake of Richard's future probable employment, I must say, he did not do these things, to my knowledge. I'm not 100% sure. Well, I think that's about enough out of us this year. We hope you've enjoyed your stay with Michigan Time over 2018. See you on the other side.